Hey, hi everyone. It's Friday, and I'm Marcia Grace, your miracle mentor, and I am thrilled today to be talking about the power of awe. Awe it's a complex emotion that encompasses feelings of wonder, amazement, reverence, all those good things. It inspires new insights. It ignites, not ignores, ignites our creativity, and it stimulates us to build relationships. And something maybe many people don't know about awe is that physically it has an effect. I just dropped my cheat sheet. Hang on a second. Okay. It does affect our physical bodies in very, very specific ways, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So, I'm here every week talking about ways that we can handle our stress. And this just seemed like the perfect topic to talk about because I heard an interview of this wonderful scientist. His name is Dacher Keltner. He's an expert on the science of emotions and a consultant to Pixar's Inside Out, if you saw that movie, a very deep, interesting movie. Well, he wrote a new book called The New Science of Everyday Wonder and How, it's called Awe, The New Science of Everyday Wonder and How It Can Transform Your Life, literally transform your life. So we're talking big stuff here. Not just, it's not just, oh yeah, I had this wonderful experience 2 weeks ago and it was nice, but something that we want to nurture, we want to encourage in ourselves, and we can do that. We definitely can. So, what are some of the things that we can say about it? Is and Dr. Keltner said this, and this is one of the things that I really loved about the discussion that he gave, was that awe makes us nicer and happier and more connected to the people around us. Wow, right? I mean, think about it. When you have that experience of this, how do you express it? I mean, how do you really describe the when you have that sense of awe? It's a very tough emotion to really express, but we all know what it feels like, right? And it's just amazing. It's an amazing experience. And when we have that, it opens up all kinds of channels in our bodies, and in our minds, so that we have this wonderful openness that allows us to reduce the stress. Our stress level just drops. When you're in that state of awe, there's no stress, right? And I'll talk about that more in a second. And it improves our social connections, because when you have that experience, it kind of makes you happy, and you want to share it with people, right? So you want to share, maybe not necessarily the experience itself, because sometimes that's hard to do, but you can share your good feeling. Your good feeling makes you want to share with other people. So, and interestingly enough, it also improves cognitive function. So that's something, as we get older, we certainly want to consider. And if we're, in our businesses and in our relationships and so forth, we want to be able to think straight and say the right things and do the right things, right? So cognitive function is really an important aspect of what awe can do for you. So, how do we invite awe into our day? And it should be a daily experience, not something that happened years ago. Oh, I had this thing, but every day, every single day, it should be an experience that you're having, and you can definitely nurture that. You can bring it forth simply by recognizing that you can, right? When you know you can do something, you just can do it. You do it, and it's amazing the way that works, in our minds. So. You can do it by seeking out new experiences. That's going to initiate, because when something is new, there's a sense of wonder about it. Like, wow, there's so much to know about this, and I can't wait to find out more. And we're all excited. I just had that experience with a new training that I'm doing, and to help me with publishing my next book, which I am working on. I'm very excited about, and I'll tell you more about it as we go along. But, there was this sense of, wow, this is going to be fantastic. Look at all this wonderful help that I didn't know existed before is available to me. So, and that's just one example. I mean, we have awe in nature, right? If you take a walk, and I encourage you to do that, and you go and you see one of our creatures here. I mean, we have turkeys. I just had a gaggle of wild turkeys marching up and down the street in front of my house yesterday. I see the deer in the woods all the time. If I go to our little spot at the top of the cliff where we go down to the beach, where we meet people congregate there, and there every night we see the deer come. There's a whole deer family that crosses the road there, and doesn't seem to mind that we're there at all. We're sharing our space, which is nice. And what else do we see? Of course, the hawks and the geese, and the thing that gave me the most wonderful experience of awe is the other night when I was standing by my computer, and I had the door open because it was a beautiful evening, and I suddenly started to hear the sound of these birds that I didn't even know were here in this area, and they make a very eerie sound, a cry that they make, and just as I heard it, it just shifted me into a different state of consciousness, and I felt this like feeling of openness, and I don't know how to describe it, but it was great. Anyway, so nature gives us a beautiful opportunity for developing our ability to feel awe. And listen to this. This is Henry Miller. I'm going to read this little thing that Henry Miller said. He said, "The moment one gives close attention to anything, even a blade of grass, it becomes a mysterious, awesome, indescribably magnificent world in itself." That was said by Henry Miller, a great author. And I couldn't agree with him more, because that happens to me all the time. I just will stop, and maybe it happens too often, but I'll stop and I'll just look at something. I'm looking at my aloe plant on the side here, and it just fills me with awe at how it grows, and how the whole nature of the plant itself is just amazing to me. So, and the thing about awe too is when you are having that experience, you are in the present moment. So this is why your stress level goes, just hits the ground, because you're not thinking about the past, you're not ruminating and getting all caught up in all the garbage, and you're not concerned about what's going to happen next. You're in that moment, just experiencing the joy of what it is you're seeing or feeling. And so that's why we want to nurture that experience, right? To keep us in a place where we can feel that sense of peace and joy and connectedness with nature, with other people, and so forth. So thank you, Henry Miller. That was well said. And it really brought me to that idea of being in the moment, which I talk about all the time. So what do I have here? Bernadette, hi. I'm in awe of my indigo every day. Yes, and love to share that awe with others. You sure do, Bernadette. Bernadette is a dear friend. I've known her for many, many years. I think she just celebrated an anniversary, right? I married you and your husband many years ago. And she just had an anniversary, so congratulations. And Bernadette Palayo, if you are in the Suffolk County region and want to know more about growing indigo, about how to utilize the plant, it's an amazing plant, then by all means look her up, because she is such an expert at what she does and does it so lovingly. So, by sure. Oh yeah, the name of the book. The name of the book is Awe. Where is it here? The New Science of Everyday Wonder and how it can transform your life. I'll put it in the notes below, okay, after the broadcast is over. So I'll put it there. But and I also want to tell you, so the last thing I want to say about awe is we want to nurture it, we want to inspire ourselves to experience it, and every day, okay, every day. And one of the ways you can do it, as Dr. Keltner suggests, is go take an awe walk. So you're not just taking a walk now, you're taking a walk consciously determining that you want to experience the beauty and awe of nature. So there you go. If you say it, it'll be, right? You know my expression, you know what I always say. Everything begins with a thought. So it's the thoughts in your head that when they come out, that's what you're going to experience. So take an awe walk sometime in the real close future, like today, tomorrow, whatever. Well, today it's raining. I don't know if you want to walk in the rain, although I like to walk in the summer rain. It's kind of fun. So, all right. So, and the other point that I want to make, because I talked about this, is because awe helps release your stress. And that's what I'm all about. I want us to be able to release our stress so that we can have better health, better relationships, and more success in our businesses, of course, right? So I want to tell you that I'll be doing on Monday, and I hope you can come to this on Monday, and I'll be posting that if you haven't seen it already, a talk, webinar on Zoom, and it's called Nurturing the Seeds of Spirituality for Your Business and Personal Success. And what I want you to recognize, and I'm sure people are recognizing this, is that we're body, mind, and spirit. Those are the three elements of our nature. And we spend a lot of time taking care of our body, at least I hope we are, taking a lot of good time taking care of our bodies, sleeping, exercising, eating right, all that kind of good stuff. And we're taking care of our mental attitude by hopefully meditating and, thinking good thoughts and, taking back the power of decision in our minds. But that spirituality part, we perhaps don't spend as much time nurturing. And maybe because we haven't a clue as to how. And so that's what I want to talk about on Monday evening at 7 o'clock on Zoom. If you are interested, I'll be posting the information below this, and you can please come and join us for, I hope it will be a very enlightening discussion and something that will change your life if you really take it into your heart and make it serious for yourself. Okay, so I'm done for today. Have a beautiful weekend ahead, whatever you may be doing, and just go out and take an awe walk and experience some awe today, all right? All right, many blessings. Have a great week. Until next time, bye-bye.